Hello everyone, Garrett Stewart again here with Keller Williams in Reno, Nevada. And this month was a month for records. We have set multiple records for the month of July in Reno Sparks in Northern Nevada. So let's take a look. We're going to start off with a record right off the get-go, and that's the median home price for Reno Sparks. It's $435,000. Again, that's single-family homes in Reno Sparks. Crazy. Now, if you compare it to looking over the last 13 months, you can see $435,000 beat our record of $416,500 set back in April. So people were a little nervous of what's happening with COVID. This is a huge indicator of what's going on in our market here in the area, and we're going to see so many other records coming up shortly of showing how strong our market is right now. Moving to days to contract, you can see 38 days. If you look back last year at the same time, it was 45 days to contract. So this is the day we put it on the market to the day we get an offer. It takes about 38 days on average. Now, taking a look on price range, you can see divided up, you can see if you're under the $750,000 price range, you're likely going to get an accepted offer on your home within 30 days. Now, if it's priced right, you're likely going to see, and especially if it's under $750,000, you're likely going to see an offer on your home maybe in the first week. My most recent listing, I had three offers with one over asking within the first 24 hours of showings. Wow. The market is super strong, so if you are thinking about selling, it's a great time. Taking a look at active inventory with the sales and new listings coming on the market. You look at May and June, you can see our traditional pattern of with our sold listings in black at the lowest, our new listings in the middle, with the red one, and then our inventory at gray. So traditionally, it goes from lower, at the lowest, the mid, and then the highest. Well, look at July. We actually inverted. We were moving closer and closer to it, and in July it happened. So our sales outpaced our new listings. It outpaced our inventory. This is a big deal, and our inventory crisis is just becoming more and more apparent each and every month now, and this is the biggest indicator yet. Looking at inventory over the last 5 years, you can see 638 homes on the market now. Look at this graph. It's not the prettiest graph, but you can see that it dropped and beat the record back in January 2018. And so we're at 638 homes on the market. And again, that was winter. Winter is traditionally low points of inventory. It's crazy. That's all I have to say. And look at it over last year. 1,489 homes were on the market July of last year. Again, almost 1,500 homes were on the market last year, and right now we have 638. Let that set in. Taking a look at new listings, we set a record as well. 658 new listings compared to last year of 772. This is actually our lowest July. Looking back over the last 5 years, just showing this on record for new listings coming on the market. We need more homes to come on the market, and that is what is our biggest issue. Now, if we look back at and calculate with all the new listings, our active inventory, and our solds, that's going to factor into our month's supply of inventory. And another record, you guessed it, 0.9 months of inventory. You can see we haven't been under one before, and you can actually see in this graph over the last 5 years, look at it nosedive down our inventory. It's kind of scary how quickly it just dropped. Our demand really went up, our supply went down, and it just made it more dramatic. So we are seeing a lot of homes sell very quickly. We just need more of them to help balance it out to get us back up to a more healthier level. But the good news is we're on the road to recovery, and I think Nevada in itself is leading us there with its strong real estate market. Now let's take a look at the month supply of inventory by price range. You can see pretty much under the $600,000 price range, you're looking at under a month. Over that, you're looking at 1 to 2 months, except for that 1.5 million. It takes about 6.1 months to get all the homes sold. Now, I know last month in July, about 10 homes over that price range did sell. So there's not a whole lot going on, and that's why that number can factor and range so much, because there's normally not that many to pull from. Let's take a look at new contracts by month. You can see we hit 745 new contracts. Now, what does that mean? It means people writing offers on homes and getting them accepted. Well, 745 happened in July, and you can see in the last 13 months, hasn't been that high before. Take a look at it in the last 5 years. Another broken record. I think it beat it by 2017 by one home or one contract, but we set the record again. It's pretty crazy how strong our market is going. More offers are getting accepted than ever before. I feel like I'm on repeat right now because we keep breaking all these different records. And so the market is strong. 745 homes compared to last year of 596 homes. So that's a good indicator, about 150 homes more went under contract this July versus last July. COVID has not stopped us. Taking a look on a national scale, it's always good to see what's happening nationally. And I think this is another indicator of how Nevada is leading the way to recovery for the United States in general in real estate. And it's because, even though we have the highest unemployment in the nation, our real estate market is stronger than ever compared to, look at this 4-month supply of inventory in June. We're always trailing by about a month with numbers on this, but you can still see the month supply of inventory actually went up the last compared to January, February, March. So you can see we are staying strong in Nevada. All right, let's take a look and get into more local markets. We're going to start off with Reno. A record again, $459,900. Went up over 10%. The prices are driving up, and you can just look at all these numbers on here and look at those percentage. Most of these are double-digit increases. Can you believe that? Like 27% units sold up. Inventory dropped 15% to 500 homes on the market in all of Reno. New listings dropped down as well, about 1%, and days to contract was faster as well. So we are seeing lots of changes even in these local markets of Reno. Let's take a look at Sparks. Sparks jumped as well, not as high as Reno, but it crossed over that $400,000 marker, $415,000. 243 homes sold, which was almost a 33% increase over last month. Active inventory dropped down 27%, and the new listings dropped down about 3%. And now we're going to go to Fernley and see what's going on over there. Fernley jumped up in median home price as well as units sold. The new listings dropped down 31%. That was the biggest drop versus the other two so far. Days to contract jumped up 10 days, and look at the active inventory, 27.4% drop, down to 61 homes in Fernley for sale. Taking a look at Carson City, $375,000 median home price, up 3%. The units sold jumped up a little over 17%. New listings dropped 26%, almost 27%, and the inventory dropped 28.5%, down to 55 homes on the market in Carson City. We need some more homes. Now let's take a look at the affordable homes these are condos and townhomes in the Reno Sparks area. $267,000 roughly for median sold price. Units sold jumped up over 46%. We can see the new listings dropped down 17% at 122 new listings, and the active inventory dropped down to 155. That's down 18%. So we are seeing a pattern through all these different markets. Let's get a little bit more focus of what's COVID doing and how it's affecting our real estate market. I thought this was fascinating. This is purchase applications year over year. So it's split up week by week. You can see at the bottom the little each week's numbers. And pretty much the beginning of that red drop off was the beginning of COVID and the country starting to shut down there. And then all of a sudden in May, the purchase applications started going back up and beating year over year numbers. So you can see, I mean, it's ranged between 20-30% in some cases, over 30% in July as well. People applying for mortgages. And why is that? Well, we're going to get into interest rates in just a minute. I thought this was an interesting stat from Realtor.com, and it was, you know, with so many people that have been working from home, working remotely, whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time, or just, you know, want to stay a little extra safe right now. Out of all the people looking to buy right now, 63% of them are factoring in the ability to work from home or work remotely into their purchase. Now, that might not mean that they're working full-time from home or anything, but they might be expecting, you know, they're like, hey, I worked from home, you know, maybe in March and April, and I need more space. If I have to work from home again, I need more space. Maybe they want a dedicated office now or something like that. People are starting to think about that and factor it in. They might just want a little bit extra space when everyone is confined into maybe their 2 or 3 bedroom home that they realize they want an extra room for. Now, this is another record slide as well. Look at that interest rate. 2.88 we hit on August 6th. Interest rates have dropped significantly. You know, just looking back at the beginning of 2016, we were at almost 4%. Our purchasing power has become much stronger than ever before. And let's take a look at how that affects your payment and purchase value. I love this slide because let's just say you were a buyer and you wanted to keep your payment around $1,600. You say, hey, I want to buy a house, my rent's $1,600. What can I get around the $1,600 price range for a payment? Well, if you go and you qualify for a 2.75% interest rate, you could qualify for a $400,000 home. Now let's just say you had purchased a while back, because I hear so many people, you know, we just talked about the highest median home price ever for Reno Sparks. So you're like, some people are discouraged, maybe they're waiting to hold off, thinking that the prices are going to plummet. 1, we don't foresee that happening. 2, your purchase price is better, or purchasing power is stronger now than it was a year ago. You can see, let's just say you had qualified for maybe a 3.5% or 3.75% interest rate. Well, let's just say 3.75%. You would only be able to afford a $360,000 home if that was what your interest rate is. It affects it $40,000 less of a home. I can tell you that the home prices haven't jumped up in most areas $40,000 in the last 12 months. Now, maybe the higher price range, maybe a little bit closer to that, but your purchasing power has outpaced the price, the median home price in the area. So that's great news. You can buy more of a home, maybe a little bit better home of what you're hoping for. Because of this, your payment is more manageable, because that is, in most cases, what most people are looking for. So very interesting graph there. I like to finish off, as always, with the mortgage rate projections. And you can take a look real quick. Basically, they're going to be staying low for the time being. There's no indicators of any dramatic changes. Really, the only thing I could see greatly affecting these interest rates is what happens in maybe the election could factor into that. And we'll just see what continues to happen with the COVID response. I think those are really the only 2 big things that could factor these a little bit more. But other than that, we're likely to stay in low interest rates for a bit. So if you are thinking of selling or buying a home, let's get together. Let's plan that out. You don't have to rush and buy something tomorrow, but we should at least start having that conversation if we can make that happen for you. If you're thinking about selling your home, now is an incredible opportunity, unlike ever before, to sell your home. So let's get together and do that. Maybe you're looking to sell your home and buy another. That is the ultimate combo right now to put together. So if you live in Northern Nevada and you want to discuss and see what that looks like for you, give me a call. My number's right here below. Give me a call. Let's chat about it. See if this is going to work out for you and make a plan for that. Also, if you're looking to refinance instead of just take advantage of these interest rates, reach out to me as well, and I can connect you with a great lender to help you get that low interest rate when you refinance your home. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, you can click the button right over here or watch another one of my videos right up here. I really appreciate you guys watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great August. Thank you.